What up, fam? How you doing? I'm chilling. I'm about to go for my walk. I'm taking y'all with me. You know, for this walk, I was like, what do I want to... Besides doing the card readings, you know, I like to just do random shit. So I was like, damn, what am I going to talk about? So I pulled 3 cards to give me some topics to talk about. The first card I pulled was the 6 of Wands. It deals with victory, public recognition, progress. What else? Oh, and self-confidence. So, you know, the 6 of Wands is about well, in this case, it doesn't really have to go with the sign, but it is a fire sign. You know, fire signs deal with passion and creativity and action and all of those things. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So I'm still trying to figure out how I'm gonna collate all this together. But then I picked a guidance card, and the guidance card was have to look both ways before crossing the street, you know. The guidance card was the Angel of Abundance. Angel of Abundance. And then I picked an Archangel card. Just want to pick one of each. And the Archangel I picked was Zachariel. And Zachariel is like, you know, he was revered as one of the one of the 7 most important archangels. His name also means God is my memory. So yeah. So I'm gonna fuse all those things together for our topic of discussion for today. So, how would I fuse these together? Wow, I could fuse this together lots of ways. I really can, which is actually kind of cool. First, I want to talk about something I did learn today. Because, you know, I'm into words, the etymology of words, which is the breakdown in the history where certain words come from. And when you break down the word memory, or memory is actually M-E-M, or O-H-R, memoir. And memoir is, mem is water. You know what? I might be getting this wrong. I should have double checked, but I believe mem is water and or is spirit. Drink more water. So, you know, and they say our memory is within our. I did learn this about maybe shit. All right. Okay, and you know we are made up of water. Water is also in our blood. I'm just gonna go with this because this is what's in my head. So water is in our blood. Water is supposed to be purifying and all that, and some of us aren't pure because we're not drinking pure water. But that's not where I was going. But that's where I'm going for it. Yeah, man, drink more water. Mick Jenkins, he said it. So I guess I really, out of Zachiel's name, I really picked out the God is, you know, memory. But now how I'm going to play all 3 of these cards together for, you know, our discussion. So I picked the 6 of Wands. Like I said, the 6 of Wands is about victory, self-confidence, public recognition, and all of that. So, when I'm on here, obviously I'm talking about my freaking self in ways for you so you can understand yourself. So, actually, I'm gonna start with Zachiel, since I kind of did start with him, and I'm gonna kind of flow it around. So, for me in my life, kind of like I always tell y'all, I kind of knew some things from a little take. My awareness was different. I understood things in a different way, or maybe I saw things in a different way and I didn't have the understanding to help me decipher what those things are. But either way, so Zachiel, his name meaning God is my memory. To me, it also means like I'm about to say, where are they going? They can't go that way. I'm walking by the hospital and shit. Some of us have a knowing. All of us have a knowing, Some people's knowings are stronger than others, And that inner knowing is the Most High. It is God. It is, this knowing or these feelings is just you as an individual remembering that you are a fragment of the Most High. And the more you connect to the Most High, the more you will remember things about yourself, things that you are here for, or you'll be guided. You'll be guided to help jog your memory on some things, which is pretty freaking awesome, So for me in my life, I had to form a personal connection with the Most High, And I couldn't do that through any other way but the way that I was supposed to. What does that mean? I don't know. Like, when I say that, like, everything is a step. Like, religion was a step. You're not supposed to really stay in that. You're supposed to, well, from how I feel, you're supposed to use that as a step to strengthen your connection. But some of you are just cool with the connection that you have. And that's all right. But there's really no but. It's all right. But for me, I already knew I was connected. I just didn't understand how or why. I'm so weird. I like my braids to the side now. So I'm just fixing them. Something to do with my hands. But continuing. I didn't know how I was connected. I get there really wasn't a why am I connected to them. So I was just, I know I'm connected. Said I'm Maserati. Probably. Is that what that was? I don't care. It's a car. It's a toy. But yeah, so anyway. So, my journey, well, which is everyone's journey through this life, is to remember who you are, who you are at a soul level. This personality that you get, this is me all day. Never gonna change. I'm smart ass. I'm silly. I'm sarcastic. But at the end of the day, I'm still full of love. It's just me. Like, love me or leave me alone. So anyways, and also you could call Zachiel to help you remember who you are, But anyway, so that was that. I already knew that, and maybe Zachiel was helping me with trying to jog my memory. We all have guides and stuff. But so basically, I started to know, or I knew things, and I started to seek for information to confirm or deny the things that I felt. And that's where the journey really begins. When I really first started diving in, I think I was like 1920. So this really has, since I started outwardly questioning, like, you know, I think I was like 19 or 20. I mean, I always question, but looking for answers, I think that happened around 1920. Maybe 20. Yeah, 19, yeah, like I said, 1920. Somewhere around there. So from when I started to look for answers, or when I'd like to say guided, because I have questions. The universe has answers. So, so yeah. And the more that I learned, the more I grew, as you can see. And actually, I shrink. That's funny. But yeah, the more I grew, the more I learned, the more I grew, the more my awareness expanded, the more I understood. And it's been a lot of work, man. So like this change that you do see, it really wasn't, it seemed like overnight, which you don't see me, but it's been in the process of happening. I feel like, I mean, I always went through some type of shit, but I feel like it really started in 2010. Like that's when the journey was like, we're gonna kick this in high gear. Maybe I was being a little slow. So they took it up a notch next year. Well, last year, so next year. Hello. So, yeah. But during that period of that time, I ended up turning into the Six of Wands. What do I mean by you turn into the Six of Wands? Because I'm that dude on the horse. Like, I put forth the work. You know, I've always had some level of confidence. I was never like, I don't think any of us is 100% insecure. If you are, get it together. But I always had some sense of confidence because I never thought it was ugly. So, you know, it just was a big job. But whatever. I was gonna say something smart. That's why I just said whatever. You know. But that was just all of that was just the outward, all that weight, man. That was just the shit that was going on the inside, manifesting itself on the outside. It is type hot. It's really nice. The sun is like beaming. Wish I kind of had a hat. But sorry, you know I sidebar all the time. It's just what I do. But yeah, so we went through that. You are also the Six of Wands. You may not be the Six of Wands at this moment, but you will be. But continuing, you know, public recognition, it's not like I'm on the news or on the mainstream, but public to me is people outside of my everyday circle, you know, or people that I know, you know, maybe not related, that haven't seen me, that they recognize that something's different, you know, and that's pretty cool. And like I said before, I was already confident. Like I'm probably on like Kanye confidence status right now. I try not to be, because you know I like to be humble, and I am humble. Yeah, I'm not on Kanye status. Maybe sometimes, not all the time. But my confidence is pretty fucking high, man. I ain't gonna say it's through the roof. There ain't no roof on this shit. So yeah, you know. And I did make progress. The most important progress I made was for self. I made personal progress, which is, again, an attribute of the Six of Wands. So, yeah, man. Victory is another attribute, and do I feel victorious? Fuck yeah. Man. Some of them demons wasn't like, you know, trying to battle them shits was like, bruh. But it was really, you do go through pain, but it was way easier than I thought it was. Like, I'd rather I should have made it stop. In other words, I should have pressed the light so it would have turned green so the car would have to stop so I could cross, but it's not that freaking serious. So, continuing on. Oh yeah, victory. I know I still got way more work. There'll probably be more battles, maybe. Prefer not, but it's life, man. It's always gonna throw you a curveball. But I've won a lot of battles, man. So damn, I am pretty victorious over here. Nike. Not just do it. So yeah. And then, so that's the Six of Wands, how that correlates. And then that just flows into having abundance in your life. You know? Once you realize that you are the creator in the flesh, which, again, you're just a fragment. You know? You put everything together, we'll be whole. You know, but we're technically not separate because we're still here. You know, even our body goes back into the dirt. Well, it doesn't because these niggas, getting buried is a hustle, man. And just bury your body in the ground. It's gonna freaking decompose, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. It's really gonna go back to what it was. Y'all just let these niggas out here hustle you. But anyways. We're not on that right now. I want to go to my tree. Yeah, there's shade in the tree. There's shade in the tree where the tree is. I'll sit by water. But Sunday fun day, feet in the grass day. Haven't done this in a while. Been kind of busy. But anyways, back to this abundance. So there's the groundhog. Just running over that way. Caught me in front. So yeah. So I keep saying so yeah. And you know, I need to find some new words for when I pause. Maybe we should just pause and not say anything. Anyways, so I'm really trying to fight the urge to say so anyways, the angel of abundance plays in to this because once you remember who you are, not even who, like, you know, it's like what first, it's what you are. Energy. The universe is made up of energy. Source, God, loving energy. Your consciousness is just a piece of consciousness of the Most High. A particular essence of the Most. You're just one pretty little fractal of that. Or you could just say, hey, alright, God lives in here. Which He does. Your Bibles and your teachings tell you that God lives within you. You know, God definitely is there. Not the Bible God, but the Most High, the universe God. Because there's a difference between Bible God and Quran God, or Allah and the actual Allah and that. Mind you, while we're on this Allah thing, I think I said this before, but arms, leg, arm, head, Allah, arm, leg, R, arm, A, leg, LL, arm, Allah, and head makes Allah. Now, you know that 5-pointed star? That's you, bitch. A little ignorant. But, sorry. I ain't bitches, though, but bitch, that's y'all. You're the 5-pointed star, B. In the flesh, man. But I'm not gonna keep trying to convince y'all of that. What was I talking about? Oh, abundance. Yes. Back on task. Once you know you are a fragment of the Creator in flesh, and you know that you really never lack for anything in this life, you don't lack anything. It's the illusion of lack, the feeling that you lack something. You know, once you realize you're the co-creator of your life, you were God in the flesh, a fragment. You know, you are Jesus-esque. You are the sons and daughters of God, just like Jesus. He just knew his shit, you know, and he knew that he was gonna come in here and get scoffed at and mocked and all the other non-pleasant stuff that happened to him, which probably happens. We all had some non-pleasant stuff, but some of y'all just want to keep getting your asses whooped. So that's why you're in the situation you're in. But back on task. This is why I pulled cards, man, so I can stay on task. Abundance. Once you realize that you are God in the flesh, and you know that God always provides, because if you take a look at Earth, not even Earth as it is now, but you can look at Earth as it is now. Does she not grow stuff? Does she not water that we need? Well, they made it bad, but it's gonna get fixed. Like everything we needed to survive, we've always had. Somebody or groups of individuals made it so that you don't feel abundant, that you have to rely on them. We're supposed to be dependent on one another, but not like this. Like, nobody for real in this world is independent. Because you rely on somebody to give you bread so you can get the food that you need. Because if people are really independent, like I always say, you would grow your own shit. You won't rely on nobody else for the things that you need. But we still, as a community, should depend on each other. Like, you know, so don't be like, I'm independent. No, you're not. You don't. No, you're not. Am I independent? I try to be as independent as possible. I'm still dependent on some things, but I know I'm a sovereign being. I only play this game because I have to right now. But anyways, so this abundance comes in many forms, and I am focusing on like material abundance. But food is, we have that. It's here. Like, we just allowed people to have control of our lives, you know? So we don't feel like we live in abundance. They made it so we are in survival mode. So that's why a lot of us live in our lower nature, because we are trying to survive out here when we were just supposed to thrive, you know? And once you start to realize that, you will thrive, you know? Abundance of love. Once you start to tap into yourself and remember who you are, you're gonna realize this whole time, and be like, bro, where was I at? Sleep. But you yourself are abundant, just like God. We're made in the likeness and image of the Most. So you have unlimited power, just like the Most has unlimited power. It's called free will. Some of you freely use your power for negativity. Some of you don't even freely use your power. You give it away to others. There's some of you that use your power for good. You know, but once you get through all that stuff, once you find the confidence and find, you know, you go through the process. I'm still trying to, you know, keep up with these keywords from these cards that I pulled. That you will most definitely have abundance in your life. You know, your needs will be met. Like, do you know what it felt like the other day to wake up to pans of food in my house, in the crib? I was like, yes, I can couple this. Which is dope. Like, the universe knows what I need when I need it. And I don't really stress, because it always comes when it's necessary for it to come, you know? Like, my objective was, I want to spend money on fruits and vegetables because I want to clear out all the junk that I've been eating this past month and some change. 2 months. you know. And I did that. And at the same time, some extra food came in. Abundance. Yes, abundance. It is yours if you claim it. So yeah, y'all, like, it is what it is, man. I can't, like, I speak on the love and abundance all the time. I always say we live in an abundant universe, but you might have to go through some hard times to figure out that your needs have always been met. Maybe some of you have been through hard times and it seemed like every time you needed something to come through, it came through. Guess what would happen if you just was more positive, change how you thought, know that everything is going to work out. You're always going to get what you need when you need it, not when you want it, but when it's necessary. You're going to have a lot more ease in life. And you'll get to see the more full of abundance, man. And my number one abundance, like the number one abundant thing is love, man. When you realize that you are love, you have been loved this whole time. You only were here to learn lessons of what it's like not to be loved, or not to know what love is. Because we come here, it's just like it's really the story of the prodigal child. Like, we just kept falling and falling. We wanted to go away from God to know what it was like not to be with God. And you know what God said? And I'm still not referring to Bible God. I'm referring to the most, because this is reality. You know, you could stray away. There really is no separation. You just think you're separate. But when you realize that God was there the whole time, you're like, well, damn, you really didn't leave me. And if I was just paid attention to what you were saying and trying to show me, I would have had an abundant life. I probably wouldn't have gone through some of this shit. But some of the shit we have to go through anyways. But, so I guess, like, if I was going to end this on a note, it would be, it's time to remember who you are. If you have a feeling or an inkling, something says, hey, look this up, go look it up. It's going to help you in the long run, because remembering is a process, man. I'm not saying I'm content knowing that, hey, I'm God in the flesh. There's more that I want to know. There's more that I want to expand. There's more that I want to experience, and not just being on earth. If this is a vast universe of endless possibilities, well, there's fucking endless possibilities out there. I'm trying to see what some of those possibilities might look like. But I just want to deal with the ones on earth for now. And then when I grow, I'll go. But, yeah, man. Ask on Zachariah to help you. And then you're going to go through the process. I mean, the process is going to happen a lot faster for some of you now anyways, just because of the era which we're in. But some of you have been on this journey for a long time, you know. When you're like, when is this going to stop? When am I going to get off? When are things going to change? For real, when you want them to change. And once you start changing how you think and feel, once you start going through the process of remembering, basically remember. To remember is to put back together. You're basically trying to put yourself back together out here by remembering, or trying to remember. At least I'm trying to remember. I mean, I don't really care about some of the, I don't even think about outside bugs everywhere. I don't really care about, I don't want to say I don't care, like what happened in my other, before I incarnated as Janae. I don't, it is what it is, man. But being here now, I know I have to heal all of that. And that's part of the process, you know? Part of the process of remembering. Like, to remember and to tap into the memory, you're going to have to bring up some shit you didn't want to remember so you could deal with it head on, and so you could, you know, move it on. Like, what did I read? Something you could say to yourself. Turn my past darkness into my future light, or turn my past into light. All light is knowledge, information. Light is info and a guide, and by turning your past into light, you're turning your past into a guide to help you with the future. So I don't know if that made sense to any of you, but I said what I needed to say, I believe. You know, ask for help, get on the journey, and then you have abundance. So that's all I have for y'all. And I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna just chill in nature. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So peace later.